Hello, everybody. Welcome to AstrorisaMoon Talk for AstrorisaMoon Talk forecast. We're doing readings today for Libra, Taurus, Capricorn. We're going to do one card today just to get a basic message reading for Libra, Taurus, Capricorn. Hope you all have been doing well since the last time we put together a video. We have had a lot going on here, a lot of community work, self-empowerment work going on, a lot of beautiful things happening for our community. So we are getting back into the swing of doing some cards for you all today. One card for Libra, one card Taurus, one card Capricorn. See what we are going to be talking about. Meditating on what is the guidance. Oh, we got one jumping out. Tower. Okay, these are our messages for Libra. You have power. That's a strength card. Taurus, you have temptation. That's the devil card. Capricorn, you have choose wisely. That's the 7 of cups. Libra, you have power. The power card. And as I look at this power card, what is it saying is that there's a need to balance strength and wisdom. There's a need also to use your head as well as be spiritually in tune. So for you, Libra, there's a need to balance two types of power that you innately have. And even if you feel like it's dormant, this is the time to awaken that inner strength and to seek wisdom about a situation, and to command your inner strength to go through the situation and or to resolve that situation. So as you look at this card today, I'll bring it close so you can see it. Power. Libra. Interestingly, that you, Libra, who are the scales, are needing to actually tap into your scales, the ability to balance today. And you know yourself so well, and you know that you can carry any type of situation well. Sometimes you all hold your feelings in, or sometimes you all also speak to yourself and you all tell yourself that it's not time to be emotional. It's time to use the air quality that you all have and to think through the process. So this card is telling you to continue to use your skills as a Libra person But this time, move more into connecting with courage, and also connecting with wisdom. So don't be so standoffish and closed down to the point where you are not listening to your own intuitive messages, because this power card is also speaking about one who needs to connect to their intuition. And there's an older person on here, so this also speaking about eldership. So if you're needing to contact or speak to someone who's already been through the situation, who has some type of insight, this is advising you to don't lean on your own laurels. Don't think that you have the answer to everything, because this is very much about wisdom as well. So you want to balance out some aspect of yourself that you're going through. You want to channel that. You want to channel the ability to balance, and balance mentally, emotionally, intuitively, spiritually. This is the time to do that, to seek counsel. This is the time to really use your spiritual head as well as your mental faculties. And to, again, don't be afraid to summon courage. So that's your message for today, Libra. We're going to look at Taurus. You have temptation. Taurus, your card, as I look at it, we know that the temptation of the devil card is speaking about a tendency to be controlled by something, many times outside of ourselves, but they're not necessarily outside of ourselves. Sometimes it can be just our own limitations that we're giving into. And so what this is saying, that what I'm picking up is that there's something that maybe you're planning to do, and you're used to doing things the old way, the same way over and over again. So that could be what you are being limited by. You may be limited by not thinking expansively or thinking differently or planning differently, but you're doing something that has not worked well, but you're used to doing it. So it's like you are stuck. Then we go into the devil card of being confined and pent down, and you're wondering why things aren't working out the way they need to. And this is saying to me that for Taurus, it's time for you to stop being so stubborn and so stuck in your way. It's time to do things a little bit differently so that you are not confined. So look at whatever it is that you're doing or dealing with. Try as much as you can to find another way of approaching that situation. Create a plan B and C. And instead of doing plan A, which you are used to doing, try plan B or try plan C. Nothing can happen except that you will have to try a different attempt. That's all, a different way of doing things. That's all it is. So you being the hard worker, you being the one that will, as a Taurian, when you put your will into something, you're going to go full force. You're going to go full strength. You're going to put everything in it, and you're going to charge straight forward. And so that work ethic, that determination, that also, again, needs to be tweaked a bit but continue to be who you are, a determined individual. But it doesn't have to be done the same way. You want to disconnect from being dependent on how you believe something is supposed to be done and or turn out. So that's what Spirit is saying to me for this card for Taurus. Okay. You can be set free to do things in a different way. And also, I get the message that there's no need to be such a workaholic. You know, Taurus is also ruled by Venus, Oshun. And Oshun is a hard worker. Anybody that knows Oshun people, they know that they can be hard workers when they are working from a higher octave. But they also know how to balance that going to the Libra. So, you know, there's something that needs to be tweaked as well within your own self, not just your work ethics, but only within your own self. For those that are the workaholic, you can be trapped and confined to your work so much that it's causing you to not be able to be free to enjoy life a bit. So you want to do something to balance that out. So that's the message for Taurus for today. Capricorn, let's look at yours. You have the Seven of Cups, which is called Choose Wisely. So with this choose wisely, this reminds me of the saying in our Astrorisa community. For those that know it, the Capricorn here, says a dog has 4 legs but can only go in one direction. You all know that one. And this reminds me a bit of that. So Capricorn, you being ruled by Saturn, associated the planet for Avaloye. You know, sometimes when you're dealing with a personality that is very structured and likes order and is very practical, and then they, at this point, are dealing with the water energies, the Seven of Cups, where it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. It can be kind of tough, but this is telling you that you actually have the gift of practical understanding. So at this point, this is saying that whatever the situation is, it has gotten you so emotionally involved in it to the point where you feel like you can't make a sound decision. And for some of you, you probably feel rushed. So if a situation, this is what I'm picking up, that if the situation is one where people are like, hurry up and sign on the dotted line, you only have an hour to do it, then tap into that God-given gift that you have that tells you, wait a minute, red flag, why do I only get an hour to make a life-changing decision? Because this is saying that whatever it is that you're going to have to make a decision on, it's definitely a life-changing decision. It's not something that's just fly by night. It doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. This is asking you that this is saying that you are dealing with a situation that is going to require you to be committed to something. So you have to step back for a moment and focus wisely on every angle. How will each angle of this situation influence and affect your life? And then you have to ask yourself, is it worth making that commitment or that decision. So, Capricorns don't like to be rushed, and so you're feeling off-centered because you are being rushed, and it's taking you from a grounded perspective to a more emotional, watery perspective, and that's not where you all feel comfortable. You don't feel comfortable like that, and so it has you off balance and off kilter. So what's so interesting is that with all three of these signs, each one is talking about you all needing at this time to be balanced. So balanced in your emotions, balanced in your belief in yourself, balanced in your convictions, your determination, or whatever that is. So take your time, Capricorn. Don't allow anybody to rush you, because whatever the decision you make is going to be long lasting. And that is coming through very clear for me to tell you. So, all right, this was our reading for the zodiac signs today. I hope that this was helpful for you all. And thank you to my Facebook people who have let me know what type of not forecast, what type of videos you would like to see. So chime in, go to my Facebook page, and let me know if you have any other ideas that, because there's so much that we can share and do together. And I hope that this was helpful. You all have a wonderful remaining June, and we'll chime in again. Take care. Remember to know your truest self, follow the moon.